wall today?
No.
Maybe a different kind of wall. Huh?
Mm,
Oh, that's right. Saturdays we usually don't do it. Yeah. So let's try some wall. Is that okay? Betsy says, me too. I like orange walls. I'm going to remove this. Let's bring Shiva over here. You can move that wherever your little birthday heart desires. Oh, thank you. Perfect. Hmm. Jessica missed last week. Not that I didn't notice. So you have to do double this week. Hmm. Oh, just for your goodness, just for your well-being. That's all that matters. I think I have. Great. Frigid, Houston. Styling my winter socks because I can't, my feet can ever get warm. So let's start by warming up the wall behind you before you place yourselves on it. And just like give a little bit of always focus to our yoga practice. So it's a lot about what you want it to be, right? Yoga is just a tool. It's another instrument. It's not a thing in itself. It's just an instrument for us to do exactly what we want to do in our lives, or with our lives, with our physical life, with our spiritual life, with our mental life. So let's start with the physical life. Of course, the benefits of yoga, as you already know, are very evident, right? Instead of, you can do still immense work of cardiovascular work without having to overexert your heart. So yoga can help with that. It can help, of course, with the ability for your muscles and tissues to be maintained and sustained, to have that flexibility to keep moving, to have that flow, to not just be straining them, to not over exert them, at the same time keep the juices going in the body, right, to connect to your endocrine system that is just juicing up and just balancing all those things. And then as you squeeze and you massage the physical body, all these toxins to start moving. So it's hugely important that we maintain our breath constant and that we drink immense amounts of water, especially after a yoga practice, because that will help us again detoxify, right? Cleanse the physical body. All those wonderful donuts that we had last weekend. So let them all clear out. And mentally, so what does it do for us mentally, right? Is that mindfulness. The mind, I hopefully my mind is not the only one that does this, but it just goes 1,000 an hour in, not even an hour, in a second, right? It just goes in all kinds of directions. So yoga helps me maintain focus, maintain alignment, to really concentrate, to be able to think about one thing and constantly think about that one thing only, to pay attention, to not live in the past, right? There's nothing I can do from things that already happened, and not living in the future, projecting myself on things that may or may not happen, because the only thing I have is the present moment. So how can I be what is recently known as mindfulness, right? How can I be in this mindfulness stage where I can be connected and to really pay attention to everything that is happening around me, and most importantly within me, that I can control, not in the sense that I can actually do control my mind, but to give a little more focus, so I can really bring my mind to the things that I want it to go to, and not the other things that might be contaminating my individual or my intellectual or emotional environment. And then spiritually, there's so much that the yoga practice does. If we are really wanting to go to that step, is to really be focused. Yoga is about connection. It's about understanding in a spiritual sense that we're not our physical body. This is just the little wrapping around, but we are actually spiritual beings. Our soul is who we are. And we just occupy this physical body in this life period for, you know, 80, 90, 100 years of age. And the lesson behind that is that, cannot be attached, cannot just hold all my attention to my physical body or to this circumstance right now. Things that happen, I get so attached because things won't go really well, and I really start identifying myself, whatever it is that happens in my life, a new relationship, a new job, more money, whatever is exciting, a new birthday, whatever may happen, and I'm getting attached to that, or attached to the things that, again, tend to define us, right? The things that may happen wrong in our lives. Oh, I have, a disease that I just discovered. I have somebody that die around me. I have, a flat tire, whatever it is. And so then that those things like also undermine who we really are in human, in spiritual nature. So never, we're trying to avoid in a spiritual sense to create attachments and to remain neutral to the things, to the environment around us, with the sole focus, spiritually speaking, to concentrate into what is love and what is that, again, path of love. And the only interest and the only purpose, spiritually speaking, of our existence on earth is that we are getting closer to happiness, to real happiness, not the happiness of the world. The material happiness we already explained is ever decaying, is not lasting, it's momentary and transitory, while the spiritual happiness is that part of who we are, because the soul is that, right? It's a little drop of that. And so we're always craving for that. And that's why we do so many things around. So again, yoga is your practice. We want to concentrate into the benefits of the physical body, of the emotional, mental stage, or we want to go to think about other things. And there, none of those are separate from each other. So we can slowly move through in each and variation of those. And so as we practice, keep that in mind. What is it that we're really doing right now? What is it that your ultimately intention of your practice might be? And so when the body is ready, we can allow then to feel the exhalation. So what does it feel to breathe out? So what happens when you breathe out? And with that allows room to inhale. So what is that we're inhaling in the physical realm, right? More oxygenation, bloodstream, red blood cells, CO2, and let the exhalation cleanse one more time. Again, physiologically speaking, what happens when we cleanse and we take all those tissues and all those free radicals floating around our body and we exhale them out? Can we allow the inhalation to come in? And maybe it's about emotionally bringing in, what is it that I'm really wanting to focus right now in thought and in engagement of the mind, and that can I exhale, can I feel my body breathing out and taking those things that I do not need to concentrate from the past or from the future that may define our personality, but allowing the body to inhale and allow my breath enters and focuses in something deeper that is not again this physical body, but my intellect becomes stronger and I'm able to focus into that one idea that I really want to bring and be focused in. Or spiritually, can I bring in the inhalation that fills my body with that intention, with that connection, whatever it is, and however I describe that connection of love, and I connect it as I exhale to release and to gently surrender all the other things that might not be happening right now in my body. Can I allow the breath to slowly bring and soak in that intention of love in every movement, in every space that I move into my body and around my body, and maybe in the next breath in, my right arm comes slowly towards the sky, and I slowly raise it towards the ceiling, and I allow the fingernails to slowly touch the wall above you, and I spread my fingers all the way and allow my body to slowly look gently towards the right underarm, as if my head softly looks towards the entire underarm, right underarm area, while my left hand is settle on the ground outside my hip on the inner thigh, and I breathe in slowly one more time to extend and open the underarm area as your belly supports gently. One last long inhale, my arm muscles and fingernails touching the wall, and I exhale and I release slowly, head and arm gently towards the body, towards the ground, and I cross it over towards the left side, and I slowly reach as if I were to touch the thigh, the hip, the waist, or the ground on the left side. And my left arm gently opens with the back of the hand facing away from the wall. And now my palm, it doesn't matter that how high it is, just simply rotate and feel that your body twists, and you're not pushing, you're not forcing, you're simply rotating the palm hand to be as flat into the wall as needed, and the head to slowly roll into your underarm, and you slowly twist, and you breathe in through your muscles of your back, never pushing, never forcing. One more time, breathing deeply in, and when my body exhales, can squeeze through the oblique muscles slowly, not rushing, not moving, just right through, but to feeling the inhalation, and then exhale and release arms, both up arm, exhale gently, move your hands slowly towards the ground, and let your torso slowly roll over as far or as deeply as your body needs, not because you're pushing your belly, especially if you don't have to, but to extend the vertebrae column, to feel your neck muscles, your back muscles, your hip muscles, your glute muscles, the lumbar spine stretching, breathing, balance it. Balance right and left side. Can you concentrate into the right and left hip? Can you feel your knees and legs softly balance when your body is ready? Exhaling all the way through, and then gently with your hands, we're going to roll and extend and reach slowly towards the sky. Deep breath in, and the exhalation empties through, and the left arm opens slowly out and up towards the sky as I gently raise it on above the shoulder as high as my body allows it, and I feel my fingernails touching the wall behind, and my head slowly inhales and then turns as it exhales, as I just really looking out towards the left underarm, and I open the left arm, open the rib cage, chest opens, jaw draws in, crown of it extends, right hand onto the leg, onto the thigh, onto the floor, breath in, open. Can you feel the movement of your body? Again, it might look like you're static, but things inside your body are moving. Your bloodstream, your heart, the entire nervous system is connecting, all the things that need sustaining, that need to sustain that movement. Let your last long deep breath extend and reach, move. Again, is your opportunity to move deeper if you need to, and when your body exhales, let that left arm slowly come around and gently soften towards the ground, cross it over towards your right thigh, knee, hip, and then raise your right arm slowly out and up towards the sky until the back of the hand slowly faces away from the wall and the palm hand looks into the wall, and your head looks slowly towards the right underarm. One more time, extending and opening, breathing in tall, and then use your abdomen to not to push your hips. Monitor your body. Are you pushing through your legs? Are you pushing through your knees? Or are you really sitting on your sitting bones and letting your torso take care of that movement, and let the wall be a prop? One more time, breathe into this position. When and if your body's ready, take the last long deep breath into this pose, and then the exhalation softens the right arm. And then, so what does it feel like to move the right arm, the right shoulder, the torso back to center, allowing your legs to open as wide forward in front of your body towards the ground, and let your hands come into your inner thighs, slowly move towards the yoga mat in front of you, and let your head slowly soften forward so your chin tucks in and your hands hold the edges of your yoga mat, and you're going to slowly, with your elbows extended, press it out as if you're just trying to slide the yoga mat from under you, and your knees and toes are perpendicular, and your abdomen supports, and your jaw draws in, and your back lengthens. One more time, breathe in. So how much are you monitoring your body? How much are we into your own position? So the mind, right? So how is it that we are allowing the mind to be in the present moment? Are we mindful? and you let the exhalation. And again, it's your own exercise, it's your own intensity, and it's okay to be exactly where you need to be. Just being conscious, being aware, and being alert of where you want to be or need to be today. And when the body exhales, slowly flex the belly, round the shoulder blades forward in your final deep breath. Breath up through the spine towards the neck, and exhale, release kindly. Beautiful. Let your body gently soften your spine, your hands, walk them gently back to center. Allow your palms and hands to slowly come just right next to your hips, as if your palms and hands are gently touching the wall behind you, and your hips are slowly connected to the wall, and the palms and hands are slowly pressing towards the baseboard, as close or as far away as you need to, your intensity. And your heels and your toes are slowly perpendicular towards each other, and your knees are never locked. Your hamstrings are slowly located, and feel that your fingers are pressing gently into the wall behind you, as tall as low into the wall, and your torso lengthens, and you pressing through your heels. You're flexing your toes to stretch your calves, finding your thighs connecting. So you're, again, the antagonistic muscles. You want those muscles of your legs to unlock on the hamstring or on the calf, then connect to the muscles on the opposite side, right? Your muscles on your shins or the muscles of your thighs or quads, and let your spine lengthen. Your tummy tucks in if you need to unlock your spine. Breath in, feel your shoulders supporting the position of your neck. Last long inhalation, feel that your body just lengthens a little bit forward, and your hips are really grounded. One more time. Exhale, exhale, and let your body slowly come gently off the wall and hands off the wall. Torso slowly rolls gently up, and feel your body slowly into upright position. Bring your legs to come a little bit closer to each other. We're going to find your back resting on the wall behind. Feel that your spine is tall and long. Let your arms gently come forward in front of your hips with your elbows extended, palm hands touch, gently lengthen extended legs or crossed legs, and let your thumbs come slowly towards the sky with your fingers interlaced and your index gently touching the ceiling. And feel that your heels pressed out and your toes tuck in. Again, you're preparing your calves, you're preparing your ankles, you're preparing your hamstrings, you're preparing the back of your knees, you're hugging through your thighs. Abdomen tucks in, jaw draws in, feel your body lengthen. Can you feel that you're not pushing, but you're lengthening your body? One more time. Abdomen supports, let your jaw draw in, let your last two breaths. Exhale, press into your hips, raise into your index. When your last long inhalation comes, let your arms slowly come gently down forward, and feel that your body exhales very, very gently. Allow your body to slowly bring your legs around, bringing your body onto your knees, and let the exhalation press the base of your toes into the wall behind you, that you're finding comfort in position, that your hands are slowly placed into the ground under your shoulders, and you're balanced through your arms left and right side of your body. And when your body's ready, can you allow the exhalation to slowly empty, and your hands are going to slowly press into the floor, and you're going to press slowly the heels into the baseboard, and your knees are going to stretch, and you're going to slowly soften the pressure into the hands, into your wrists, and you're going to allow your feet to be wide enough that your right heel starts lowering towards the base of the wall and floor, the cornered edge, and you're going to slowly soften the left knee, bend it as much as possible to allow, again, extension of that calf on the right side, that your toes are able to lighten up, that you're pressing your heel a little bit closer to the ground, and your thighs are slowly retracting, and you're never locking your knee on the right either. You can soften as much as need to. You can stretch it. You can press your arms and push the body away from your hands. When your body's ready, exhale. Feel that your heel is the one that stretches those calves or gastrocnemius muscles, and then slowly raise it. Raise your heel. Allow the toes to come back to the baseboard, and then slowly drop your knees to the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the way through. Find your hands walking towards your knees, towards your thighs, and round your body into kneeling position. Very, very gently. Do not rush. Find the body with your knees wide enough, your hips steady, and let your arms come slowly wide to the sides and up towards the sky as you're breathing. Interlace your fingers. Let your index point up, your thumbs to slowly extend away from the hand, and your index point towards the ceiling, and your thumbs come above the head or maybe slightly behind the head. And only if your abdomen allows it, let your index and thumb come towards the wall behind, and your glute muscles to hold, and you breathe in. Again, never push, never force. Squeeze the glutes, support the spine, abdomen engages. One more time, breathe in. Exhale to your tummy. Look slowly forward or towards the sky or towards the wall behind you. Find that you're retracting the abdominal muscles, that you're really holding through your waist when your last two breaths. Exhale all the way. Glute muscles are activating. Do not force your back as your body exhales. Slowly use your legs, use your feet, toes press into the baseboard, and then makes the torso separate from the wall and comes slowly towards the ground. And you feel your hands coming gently towards the floor, and your jaw draws in. Back is light. Slowly press the toes, push the heels against the wall, and the knees separate from the ground without locking them. Allow your right foot to be steady and your right knee to bend while the left foot separates from the wall and drops the heel closest towards the corner of the wall and floor. Again, soften your knees and feel that your calf stretching on the left side, that your jaw draws in, that your body weight is not on your hands, it's not on your knees, it's not on your, it's not on your elbows, it's not on the shoulders. You find your body moving towards the hips, your jaw draws in. Exhale. What are we thinking about? Where's my mind going at this point? What is my focus? Can I remind myself to be present in my physical body? Can I allow my body to gently release and exhale all pressure one more time? Breathe, breathe, breathe into this position. As the left heel comes even deeper and closer to the floor. So do I feel my calf muscle stretching? One more time, exhale all the way through and then raise. Raise the left heel, press the base of the toes, drop the knees, allow your body to exhale, press the balls of your toes onto the baseboard behind you, walk your hands back into your knees and thighs and raise your body into kneeling position with your legs as wide apart and your glutes as active as you need to, and let your arms slowly come towards the sky with both calves activated. Slowly cross your fingers, index points, thumb to the floor or to the wall behind you. Doesn't mean touching. For some of us, it does. And find your head in the perfect position and open your rib cage. Open the spine. Deep breath. Exhale. Can you feel your belly? Can you feel your glute muscles? Can you feel your hips? Are you squaring? Are you letting those hips really activate and strengthen when your last two breaths? Empty as you exhale all the way through. In your final inhalation, press on the ball of your toes. And then slowly make your spine move and feel your spine slowly moving towards the ground. Feel your body just gently settle. Allow your right knee to come slowly forward towards the right hand and the left leg to slowly come just into the wall behind you. Again, you're going to slowly rest the heel of your left foot into the wall with your toes pointed parallel towards the ground, running the same direction of the floor. Your left hand is going to stay on the ground and your right hand is going to slowly open as wide to the right as possible. Again, finding balance between your shoulders so your right arm opens and you are not forcing the shoulder, you're simply opening the right arm and you feel your right knee support and your hips engaged. So find that left glute activated and let your right arm open to the side as wide and off the ground as if you can or need it. And feel your body lengthen your jaw. It's not your neck, your muscle strength, your tummy, through your glutes, through your hip muscles. Breath in. When and if your body's ready, let your right hand slowly settle to the ground. Inhale your left knee off the wall and then slowly to the floor. Breath in. Exhale, slowly settle, and then use your left hand and open the right leg this time into the wall as comfortable and in height and proximity to the wall as your body feels it. Your right heel again and toes run parallel towards the ground, and your right hand opens as wide and comfortable as you need to, while your left hand softens and starts walking outside the yoga mat or maybe off the floor outside, and you feel your body engaging. Pressing that right heel, engaging the right glute, opening that hip, and you feel it's not the wrist, it's not the shoulder, very nice. Open your chest. So the left arm is simply an extension of your chest. Can you feel it that it's moving out? That you move from the center of your sternum. Breathe in one more time. Find that your midsection, your abdomen, your waist, your back supports the position. Your last long deep breath. Can you feel your body? Slowly and gently release that left hand to the ground. Bring your right leg slowly to the floor, knees into the floor. Breath in. Exhale all the way through. Very gently, we're going to walk the hands back into your knees, into your thighs, and we're going to slow, gently move your torso into kneeling position. Now we're going to turn the right hand into the wall behind you, and you're going to reach slowly with your fingers, with the palm of the hand into the wall next to you, and the heel of the hand slowly touches, and you allow your shoulder and chest to extend, and you find your glute muscles to hold the position easily. So you're opening the entire right side, the front of the chest, the front of the deltoid, while your left arm stays on your hips, move towards your ribs, or the back of your neck, towards the back of your head, or all the way extended towards the sky. And you feel your body, again, squeezing through your glute muscles. Are your toenails touching? Are your glutes activating, firing them out? Can you find your spine to be long? Is your right arm in the right placement? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Can you feel your body twisting this position? So the wall is giving you that idea to wrap those muscles around your waist, to feel your hips strengthening, to feel your glutes and your thighs, and your intensity is completely yours. Let your last long exhalation as your body empties through the entire side of your torso. Come back, inhaling, pressing through your right hand. Come back slowly into center pose. Beautiful. Deep breath. Exhale all the way through, and your left hand gently starts moving towards the wall behind you. So if your tip of the fingers touch or the full palm of the hand touches and your shoulder is never locked, you soften the elbow on that side. As you already know, your joints are never engaged. You gently move the right hand to the hip, to the ribs, to the shoulders, to the head, above the shoulder, and you feel your fingers and hands slowly extend, and your jaw draws in, and you look slowly towards the left side of your body, and you open again that hip flexor, all the rotation that comes from deep inside. As if I were to hold you lightly through that right hand and that right wrist, and then lift you a little bit longer, and feel that your underarm, the elbow extends and opens. One more time, finding that you're hugging the midsection. Beautiful. Deep breath. It doesn't matter. The arm doesn't have to be stretched, right? Just feel it, what is most beneficial to your body in your last long deep breath in. Do not lock, do not force. Exhale. And then inhaling, pressing the left hand into the wall. So the right arm exhales. And so leaning forward, rounding your spine down. One more time, breath in. Palms of the hands slowly towards the floor. Walk your knees and legs gently. So the baseboard is gently about your toes, or the base of your toes touch the baseboard. And when your body's ready, we're going to slowly raise your knees. And you're going to one more time walk heel by heel with your legs as wide as needed into the wall behind you and into the baseboard and floor. So it's not just on the wall, but soften your knees, soften your elbows, soften your back, and let your heels settle first. And then when your heels are settled in position, then you can start strengthening or lengthening those legs. Then you can start raising your tailbone. Then you can start adding intensity. At first, let those calf muscles feel the extension. Again, do not use the tip of your fingers. Do not use the entire palm of the hand, the root of the fingers. Jaw draws in, shoulders soften, so you can move your hips back. And if I were to place my hand in between your shoulder blades and push you back, that's the feeling of the torso when your last exhalation empties. And you can feel those hip muscles really stretching. Inhale, raising heels. And then exhale your knees towards the ground. Very nice. Can you feel your body settling? One more time. Breath in. Allow your body to slowly soften. Walk your hands into your knees as if you're just restacking your vertebral column. See what it feels like to strengthen those upper muscles of the body, shoulders, chest. And when your body's ready, we're going to turn 180 degrees, half a circle, looking into the wall. So the palms of the hands are into the wall. And the toes are going to slowly, or the right foot, I should say, is slowly going to move towards the baseboard of the wall. So your fingers are about shoulder height, or your hands are about shoulder height, as wide as needed. And your toes of the right foot are settling into the baseboard. And your left toes are slowly coming flexed under the left ankle. And then you're going to raise that left knee, and you're going to move your hands again, shoulder height, remaining that. And the left heel is going to rotate inwardly towards the center of your body. So the left toes are moving towards the outside of your left of the yoga mat, and your right leg is pressed gently, and your right knee bends, and your slow motion moves the right knee towards the wall in front of you, and your arms are as wide as your shoulders or as wider than that if needed, and your chest starts raising a little bit higher, and you can feel the ball of your toes, the heel of your foot, and stretch gently. Your jaw draws in. Do not look up. Maintain your abdomen and back straight, and feel that your calf muscle, the closer left toes are pointing to the wall in front of you, the more intense, of course, the position, right? But maintain your heel of that left heel firm into the floor. Do not lift that left heel. So find your own intensity. You stretch and open those calf muscles without tearing anything. Your hands are just simply to hold the torso very tall, that you're really elongating your upper body long away from the hips. One more time. Breathe, breathe, breathe in. Exhale. Can you feel your calf muscles really stretch deeper into, so the heel comes deeper into the yoga mat in your final deep breath in. Allow your body and elbows and shoulders to slowly soften, your head to dip into your chest, and then walk your right leg off the wall. Press it gently towards the ground next to your left one, and step forward as you inhale your left leg forward, and feel that your toes rotate out to the right side of the yoga mat on the right foot, and your right heel remains as close to the yoga mat as possible. Your knees never locked. Soften the left knee, move the left thigh and knee towards the wall, where your hands lightly, do not push, but lightly hold the torso upright, as if you're connecting to that right glute, and feel the entire right calf muscles, the structure of the back of your right leg, and your waist is really lifting. Imagine I'm going to just hold you with my hands through again, and that's what your oblique muscles do, right? They wrap around your waist, and they simply hug your waist and lift your rib cage away from the hip bones. And so feel those muscles just holding, and let your, again, hips and muscles and joints supported by the entire extension without forcing anything. The moment your body starts talking, you're feeling something weird or overheating, then that's a sign that you're overextending. So just step back a little bit. Less is always more. Feel that your body opens one more time. Deep breath in. When and if your body is ready, can you find an exhalation that really opens those calves muscles, and you exhale all that pressure from your calves, and then your hands press and your left leg slowly moves back, and you find your right leg next to your left one in an easy, comfortable position. Walk your feet close to the wall if you need to, and let your forearms slowly rest against the wall in front of you. So you're leaning in an angle forward, and you're allowing your forearms to easily place into the wall in front of you with your hands interlaced, your elbows maybe about shoulder distance or wider, and let your heels start walking together a little bit farther behind. So you're now stretching. Do not overextend, especially if you have abdominal issues that you don't want to overstretch or overwork your abdomen, allowing softness in that position. Or if you want to really accentuate your abdominal strength, then allow your chest to come as high off the ground and forward towards the wall. So you're really creating long extension through your torso. Tuck in your chin. Breath in, exhale, make your glute muscles strong, press your heels and stretch your calves. Breath in, jaw drops in. Imagine I'm going to tickle you from the belly. So that feeling of your belly really retracted and strengthen those core muscles. One more time, breath. Allow the exhalation. How far and how deep is it comfortable for the calf muscles to really stretch? When and if your body is ready, can I exhale deeply into this pose, feeling the stretch on those calf muscles? Inhale, and let the hands slowly come towards the wall. So it presses the elbows and forearms off the wall. Hands press against the wall, open as wide as needed, and then step forward very gently. One step forward with your feet until your body is about arm length off the wall, and relax your arms. Slowly soften, breath in, exhale when and if your body's ready. Allow your arms to give you balance, right? Your arms are going to be the ones that are holding you in position. So you're going to open the arms to the sides or about shoulder height into the wall. So you're going to basically place the palms of the hands onto the wall. You're going to step gently with your left foot, just one foot distance or as comfortable as it is needs to, because the knee of the right leg is going to come against the wall. So you're going to press the right knee of the right leg against the wall, and your hands are going to keep you balanced. And you're going to raise that knee as tall as you need to, and let the arms just hold you in position, and feel that your knee, you can use your hands to raise that knee a little bit higher and get a little bit closer if needed, and feel that your body exhales slowly, and then stick it into the wall. Make sure it doesn't slide down. Very good. And deep breath. Exhale. Can you lean into the wall? Can you open your arms? Can allow your spine to be tall, and really use the left glute, really use the left hip, really use the muscles of that left side, and your jaw draws in, and lengthen your vertebrae column. Can you feel what are the muscles that make that vertebrae? Not because you're forcing, it's because you're really reconnecting that one side of your body. Deep breath. And sometimes our knee slides down, especially if you're wearing long pants. Use your toes, use the tip of your toes to hold it. Find your arms helping you to maintain the stickiness. One more time, deep breath in. Allow the exhaustion. Can you feel the left heel steady? Are you twisting through that left knee? Are you twisting through that left ankle? Are you pushing deeper than you need to on the hip? When your body's ready, take a long, deep breath. Lengthen the spine. Feel that your breath opens the chest. And then exhale, allow your hands to slowly press the right leg off the wall gently. Deep breath. Allow your hands to release off the wall. Let them just hang right next to your hips. Allow your thumbs to come around the iliac crest, elbows to slowly move behind, shoulders to move away from the chest, elbows to point towards the space behind your back, and then squeeze your glutes, and then allow the chin to draw towards your chest and raise your sternum as if your chin were to touch your chest, and see what muscles are moved in that way. If I were to hold you from the elbows or from the shoulders, and then move those together towards each other behind your back. So what does that feel like for your chest? And then draw the chin. Are your feet parallel? Can you feel your legs balance? Are your toes and feet are exact same distance? Very nice. And feel your abdomen holding really that upper structure of your body. Very good. Do not resist. Very nice. Now tuck in the chin slowly. Drop the head so you can feel your cervical spine stretching. And so what are the muscles of your waist doing? What are the heels and leg muscles doing? Very nice. Last time, can you breathe in? Stay tall. Exhale. Very nice. Breathe out. Beautiful. Last long deep breath. Not on the shoulders, on the chest. And then exhale and then release kindly. So what does that feel like to let go of your hands, to let go of your shoulders, of your head? Feel your spine, feel your hips. One more time, place your hands. I know it's been challenging to hold the knee up, so make sure your right leg is in the perfect position in front of your body, next to the wall or in front of the wall, and your left knee is going to slowly climb up as tall as needed, and you're holding it gently with your toes flexed. If you need to use your toes to make that knee height, you can use your left hand to raise that knee a little bit higher, and you hold through your tummy. Breath in. Exhale all over through. Beautiful. Can you feel the right hip? Can you feel the glutes? Can you observe your toes? Can you feel, again, that is not the joint, but is the muscle that is activated. Is your tummy. Tuck in, breath in. We need some Velcro over here, exactly. Breath in slowly. Let your breath feel the spine. So what does it feel like for your hips to really raise that knee, to really hold it? Is one arm holding that knee? Can you find your belly? Again, feeling the inner lining of your back. What does that move like inside your gut area? Can you find your last two breaths? Exhale, exhale. Are you leaning forward and up through the crown when your last one, when you feel the right leg really strong, and then exhale. And then release that left leg. Beautiful. Slowly soften one more time. Allow your forearms to come to the wall in front of you, your hands to slowly look towards each other, maybe interlaced, and then walk back your legs without, again, maintaining your feet parallel. And then you're going to open the legs wider than your yoga mat. Hopefully it doesn't slide you down, and feel that your body presses your legs. And you can move your legs farther away from each other or closer away from each other or closer towards each other or farther away from the wall. What is it that is best for your body? Are you connecting to your glutes? Are you connecting to your abdomen and your hips? Or are you really arching the lower back and you tuck in? Very good. Bring your hips as slightly, excellent. Now use your abdomen. Very good. Strong, deep breath. And exhale, exhale. Do not push back through your hips. Beautiful. That's it. Strong, strong. Inhale, calf muscles. Exhale all the way through. Are you forcing? Are you raising your glutes? Or are you really pushing your hips slowly to protect your back? Use your abdomen. Excellent. That's exactly right. Inhale and lengthen. Straight, stretch, stretch, and then raise through the crown. Do not wrinkle the back of your neck. 2 more times. Breath in. Strong, strong heels. Very good. Strong into the ground. Perfect. When your body is ready, find that midsection. Exhale, exhale through in your last full breath. When your body, and if your body is ready, slowly bring your hands to press against the wall, separating the elbows and forearms, and then keep walking. Your hands closer towards the yoga mat and your legs wider and forward towards the wall. So your legs need to come a little bit closer to the wall, and you will know when, and your hands are going to come closer towards the ground until maybe your fingers are gently touching the baseboard. And you can feel your feet parallel, not wider through your heels, not wider through your toes, but parallel towards each other. And you are easily placing your index and thumb into the baseboard, and your head slowly looks towards the crown of the head, towards the ground, and your tension in between your feet, in between your legs, until your feet are comfortable enough and close enough to the wall that you can maybe rest the back of the neck or the back of the head or the back of the shoulder blades into the wall behind you. Your hands on the floor, your hands on the ground, on the wall. Breath in, never locking your elbows, or maybe your hands can slowly come off the floor and reach up with the palms and hands against the wall behind you. And so can you now raise your tailbone and then never lock your knees, right? You're raising through your glutes. Breathe in, exhale. Can you feel your hips in charge? Can you feel your glutes in charge? Very good. Excellent. And find how that supports, right? Your hips and legs are more than just to hold donuts in there. They're really about using it for other things. Breathe, breathe, breathe in when the body exhales. 2 more times. Feel the exhalation. Are your feet close enough? When your body exhales all the way through, slowly allow your hands wherever they were to be slowly placed into the floor if they're not already there. Bend your knees and press your body slowly off the wall and climb up. Climb your hands slowly up the wall, very, very gently. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Exhale. Very good. Heels in, toes in, until your feet come very close towards each other and you're comfortable to standing position. Relax your arms and torso. Bring your arms towards the sides of your hips and raise them towards the sky as you extend gently your arms. Look the palms of hands towards each other until your fingers touch and your fingers interlace, so the index gently points towards the ceiling. Find that length. Find the length that comes not just from the hands, not just from the wrists, but from the waist area. And then, without separating the elbows, feel the inside of your biceps, right? Inside of the muscles of the arms touching closer towards your head, and try to sustain that movement and that distance, and then bend the elbows without separating your biceps, without separating the arms from the side of the head, and see if your index finger points towards the back space of the head, or maybe towards the back of your neck, or maybe towards the space between your shoulder blades. Breath in. So what it feels when you flex that. And if I hold your forearms to just be pulled lightly down, and I use your biceps to roll them and extend. Very nice. See the difference? Find your rib cage, right? All the way through your waist. Engage. Beautiful. Deep breath. Flex your elbows. Exhale slowly. 2 more times. Breath in. Excellent. So what does that do to your neck? Right? Are we forcing it, or are you really open? Can I really open those muscles of the entire trap area and really hold from the waist area up? Beautiful. Very nice. Strong. Use your legs. Use your core strength. Flex your elbows 1 more time. Breath in. Flex them, flex them. When your last 2 breaths, can you feel your body not pinching through your back, not forcing your neck area? Take Last long deep breath in. Exhale all the way through. When your body's ready, raise and extend slowly your arms and release in front of the body towards the ground, towards the sides of your hips. Exhale, exhale. Beautiful. Deep breath. Exhale all the way through. Allow your body to maybe stay, and this is going to be challenging for some of us that are wearing socks, but slightly away from the wall. Maybe you're going to think about a little bit less than distance of your leg, of one leg. And you're going to start slowly with your right foot on the ground, and you're going to gently place as tall as your body allows it, the left leg with your knee bent first into the wall until you feel that your right leg is far enough that you're able to stretch gently the left knee. And then stay with that left foot. So basically, you're going to bring that left foot as tall into the wall as you need to, your arms for balance, gently on the sides or above the head, above the shoulders, and you breathe in. Excellent. Hands together, hands apart, doesn't matter. Use your legs, use your muscles, find your balance, find your strength, use your core. Find that your body raises. Beautiful. And then you feel the right, you're not sitting on that right hip, you're standing tall from that right hip. Use the glutes. Excellent. Very nice. Long extension. Beautiful. Engage your body. Is your spine leaning, or are you really using the lower back muscles to sustain that? Deep breath. Perfect. Right? Really feel the balance on both sides of your rib cage. Last 2 breaths. Very nice. Exhale. Very good. Last one inhalation. Can you feel your tummy? Tummy muscles. Tuck in. Breath in. And then exhale, and then release slowly. Hands and arms, and then the left knee bends, and your left foot comes slowly off the wall to the ground. Deep breath. Exhale. We're climbing walls today in all kinds of ways. Find your left foot. Take a deep breath. We're going to now lean or support the body weight through your left leg. And so what does it feel to hold the entire structure? Not to press on the hip, but to really hold it as your right foot steps into the wall and your right knee is bent first. And that's maybe as far as we're going to go. And with the right knee completely bent, or maybe your right foot is strong enough to support the extension of the right leg and doesn't slide and all those other things. And your arms stay next to your hips, next to your shoulders, or all the way above the head area. Breath in and find your body. So what does it feel like for that left hip? Can you find your balance? Can you press through your heels? Can you engage your midsection? Beautiful. Squeeze that glute. That left glute is really important to hold that. Again, trochanter right there in that left hip supports the entire position. Feel that your midsection separates your rib cage from your hips. Sorry. Deep breath. Very nice. Bend your knee. Deep breath. Exhale all the way through. Perfect. Just cheat a little bit with you. Perfect. And then feel your body. Press into your heel and separate your toes. So you, very nice. Engage. Nice. Now you can feel your body strong. Inhale. Abdomen, rib cage, move. Let your last 2 breaths. Can you feel your body long and strong? Exhale all the way through. Your final long deep breath. Can you feel those muscles? Beautiful. Slowly bend that right knee into the wall and then slowly soften arms and leg and relax. A lot of talking over here. Exhale, let your body soften your hands. Feel that your arms come gently far from the ground towards the sky as you're inhaling, and let your one right hand come towards the left shoulder blade, and then your left hand over it towards the right shoulder blade. So your hands are softly placed behind the head, behind the neck, without pushing the head down, right? You're not wanting to feel that your head is being pressed. And your elbows separate, and your underarms open even deeper, your chest opens even deeper, and you're not pushing on your neck, you're not forcing that midsection, you're lengthening, make the abdomen, make the rib cage, make your chest really open. Feel your body. Maybe you're not holding the shoulder blades, maybe you can hold the shoulders or just the biceps, and that's perfectly okay. And then breathe in, open your arms, roll them out, extend, change your posture. Feel that your tummy tugs in as if you're just raising off the ground. Beautiful. Find your hips strong, deep breath. Exhale all the way out. Find your tummy to support, to engage. Very good. Let your rib cage very long in extension. When and if your body's ready, take a long extension, breath in, and then exhale all the way through. Soften your hands and bring your elbows and shoulders to gently. Again, take as many times to release those arms slowly towards the sides of your hips. Take a deep breath in. Bring your body to come forward towards the wall in front of you. Fingertips touch the wall. Move your feet in a perfect position so your hips are above the heels or slightly behind your heels. And your back starts lengthening, and your jaw draws in, and your head drops in between your arms. And your feet are as wide or as tight towards each other as you need to. And then never lock your knees, never lock your body. Slowly extend and feel it. If I were to come around and pull you away from the wall from your hips, your body lengthens. Breath in. Reach slowly. Very nice. Lengthen. Find your arms wide enough so you're sinking through the center of your chest and your shoulder blades shift towards each other. Excellent. Just like that. And feel that you're really opening those muscles of your rib cage and your spine lengthens. Very nice. Find that your rotation comes from the root of your underarms and your fingers and hands are even in balance into the wall in front of you. One more time, breath in. Exhale all the way through. Beautiful. Let your last 3 breaths. Press back into your heels, never lock your knees, and really lengthen. Feel that your spine is really engaged from the entire hip area. Deep breath. Is that sore or is just thickness? Oh, wow. Find your spine to really engage. One more time. Open your arms a little bit wider. Very good. Feel your shoulder blades really shifting towards the center of your back. When your body's ready, can I just hold your hip and push you a little bit back? Breath in. Not tucking the chest. Slowly drop. Very good. Raise your tailbone. Beautiful. That supports your back. When your final exhalation empties all the way through, empty, empty. Inhale, and then release. As you exhale your knees and your arms and walk your body back into alignment. Slow motion to full extension. Feel the body upright. Exhale. Very nice. Deep breath. When and if your body is ready, we're going to allow the exhalation to empty through. You're going to raise your arms behind your hips when you're ready. Your thumbs and palms, hands open away from each other, and let your arms come around your shoulders towards the sky. And you're going to place the palms, hands together, and you're going to interlace fingers, inhaling through your knuckles. And you're going to slowly lengthen your knuckles towards the sky and slightly behind your shoulders, just to open the opposite direction of your torso, right? It's just to feel your rib cage really open. Just to feel that your tailbone is slowly shifting, that you're moving your hips under and in between your legs, that your hips are not raised behind through your tailbone area, but as if you had a long tail, make that tail come right in between your legs slowly forward. If again, that pulls the entire pelvic area and you find your abdomen activated in the hips rotation, the strength of those muscles that move the hips. When your body exhales, feel your heels and your legs, and you find the strength from the feet, from the ground up. When your body's ready, take a long deep breath in. And let the exhalation empty, squeezing those glute muscles. Those glute muscles are really active, and then your body opens your chest. And then exhale, and then release very, very gently forward, arms and elbows and shoulders, and release kindly. Finding your hands relaxed onto the sides of your hips at first. Feet are parallel. Let your right hand come towards the hip, towards the waist, as if your index comes in front and the thumb comes wrapping around the back of the iliac crest, and the heel of the hand presses onto the right hip. And the left arm comes slowly out to the left side of your body and over the head by bending the left elbow. The left elbow bends, so your fingers come towards the back of the head, to the back of the neck, and you can look towards the ground, you can look towards the chest, you can look towards the left underarm, and find that your right hand creates pressure on the right hip lightly to extend the left, and rest the finger so you give room for that tricep through that left side of your rib cage through your intercostal muscles to lengthen and extend. One more time. Breath in. Can you feel, if I were to hold you from that left underarm, from that left tricep, can you feel that you're extending the spine and you're giving the spine, again, sometimes we all have a certain degree of scoliosis, that gently S-like shape of the spine. So it's a great opportunity to give both sides of your vertebrae column. This is actually a recommended position to realign the spine this way. Can you practice and exhale and squeeze and ground your feet evenly and your hips evenly to the ground, and then slowly press your right hand and raise slowly as you inhale, and release your left hand. Press your left arm into your waist in the same way as before to give you leverage on the hip, on the iliac crest. When your elbow and shoulder are lowering and your chest is open, your right arm comes gently to the side. So maintain your balance. So you're not rotating and you're not sinking the torso. You're simply extending the right side, and you feel that your elbow on the right bending. So your fingers come towards the head, towards the back of your neck, towards the shoulders, and your head looks forward, down, or to the right underarm. And you press your feet and maintain your hips even, and you open the right side of your body. Again, if I were to open you from the right underarm and you feel the entire body, again, sometimes we just avoid moving that shoulder or moving the entire side of your body. So feel what that feels like to extend and reach. Excellent. You see how much your body really stretches on those intercostal muscles. Breath in and find your shoulders, and just touch a little bit on the shoulder. Very good. Nice. Yeah. And feel right from hip. Breath in. Beautiful. Again, feel your, I'm just touching from your hip slowly. Breath in. Excellent. That's exactly right. Feel your hips squared. Feel your spine. Do not twist. Beautiful. Do not tense your head when your last two breaths. Inhale, inhale. Very nice. Inhale deeply. And exhale all the way through. Beautiful. Inhaling, last one breath. Strengthen your hips. And then release, soften, and come back. Release from the position gently at your own pace, and find both sides of your vertebrae column. We're going to place one more time the hands slowly into the wall in front of you as you're inhaling, touching the wall. Fingertips, you're going to walk your feet in that space that is exactly under the hips. And once you find that your hips are exactly above, and I will shift you around because I know that that's very tricky for us to even figure out when and where are the hips exactly placed. Then at that point, I want you to slowly open your legs wider, not be farther forward or behind, but when you find your sweet spot, to separate your legs as wide as comfortable. And your body slowly is going to allow your torso to drop hip height and your head to look slowly towards the ground, towards your toes, towards your inner thighs. And you're going to press your hips lightly away from the shoulder. So you're really sinking. So there you go. The rotation comes from here to allow that center of your back to be really stretched. And again, we may do a lot of sitting work. We might do a lot of computer work, and so that creates the shoulders lack of mobility, right? We are really always driving, so that doesn't allow those shoulder blades to move, the rib cage to move, the hands to be wide enough, and you can feel how you're really activating your chest muscles as you move those, and you're really pressing back through your tailbone. Excellent. That's exactly right. And you can play with it. You can not all the time be tight. You can move a little bit, create a little bit of extension. I'm going to touch it right between your shoulder blades. Very good. Excellent. That's exactly right. And find that your spine lengthens and you can feel that your body moves into your heels and hips when your last two breaths. Again, tension right there. Feel that your body extends and opens. Open your arms if you need to. When your body exhales, tummy muscles, press back in your last two breaths. Exhale all the way through. Finally, inhaling to this pose. Allow your knees to bend as you exhale and use your legs, use your glutes, use your thighs to walk your hands, your torso a little bit longer, a little bit taller towards the sky, walking your feet together, finding yourself into upright position. Exhale. So what does it feel like for my body to be reshifted, right? To be opened in different ways? When and if my body is ready, I am going to allow my exhalation to ground my feet, to feel that I'm looking at my toes, looking at my heels and my legs that are just balanced exactly how I want them and need them to be. And then I am going to build slowly the motion of my arms gently up until they're about shoulder height or slightly higher. And I'm going to slowly move them into the wall. And I'm about in a comfort distance. And I can always adjust the distance to the wall enough that my hands are very, very tall, shoulder or higher. And then my arms are not too wide, enough that allows the forms to come into the wall and my forehead to come closest to the wall. And I can feel how my shoulder blades, my upper body becomes stronger because I have to engage those muscles of my chest, those muscles of my shoulders to hold my torso leaning forward. And my heels can actually walk farther behind if needed to really strengthen the midsection, the abdomen cavity, the glute muscles. Do not push your hips back unless you have your back is hurting, but do not push your hips back, just simply not push them back in the other way. Excellent. And feel your body reaching again a little bit farther forward. Very good. Deep breath. Exhale all the way through. Very nice. I'm gonna touch you from your lower back. Jessica, there you go. Nice. Feel your calves. Feel your legs and hips hug. Your inner thighs really move in as if you're hugging your core, your abdomen, the entire groin area, the entire solar plexus, and find your body one more time, long and extended through the crown, as if you're creating space between each and every one of your vertebrae. When your body's ready, exhale all the way through. Kindly use your abdomen, feel the inhalation, and when your body exhales, find body breathing slowly off the wall by softening the knees, using your glutes back, using the hands, not your back. And exhale, release your hands slowly off the wall. Standing upright position. Very good. We're going to turn looking on the left side of your body. So the right hand and the right shoulder are in closer to the wall. And we're all looking towards the left of our yoga mat. So the right hand should be close to the wall. I'm going to separate my body about arm distance. So one arm in distance away from the wall, my right arm distance away from the wall. So my hand and arm is about shoulder height and my feet are not away from the wall. They're actually under my shoulders, right? They're exactly perpendicular towards the torso, and feel that my right hand is steady. When and if my body is ready, the left hand comes towards the waist and my right hand starts climbing a little bit higher up the wall. And my fingers start moving a little bit taller and my torso starts leaning just to the point where I can feel the right side of my abdomen and rib cage and shoulder, and I hold my left foot steady. And I look towards the wall, look towards the chest, look towards the left shoulder, and feel my body strong, long legs reaching out. Feel your rib cage. Very nice. The strength of that right arm, the underarm, the chest area. Deep breath, leaning into it, raising the arm just as much as needed so you can feel that your body lengthens into it. Very good. Find your tummy. Deep breath. Exhale, exhale. Feel your body one more time to observe the extension, that your neck is not tense, that you're really engaging your feet and your legs. Your inner thighs are really important to create that connection to the pelvic floor when your body is exhaling all the way through. Inhale deeply. Allow the exhalation to empty through and then press through the right arm, the torso away. Is there any part of your body that feels is being activated or connected? Can I turn my body slowly towards a half a circle towards the opposite side, looking with the left side into the wall? And I exhale very, very gently, arm height or arm distance, I should say, away from the wall. And then I prepare my right arm to come to the waist and hips, and your left arm to come a little bit higher on the shoulder. So my torso starts leaning into the wall. And the degree of leaning into the wall is completely up to you. It's about strengthening those shoulders to really connect into your ribs, to really connect into your oblique muscles, your waist, right? It's about finding those muscles that hold the entire inner lining of your abdomen, lower back. So any lower back muscles, weakness or soreness in the back is because maybe muscles inside of us are not holding its support and strength. So can you find those muscles that support your vertebrae column, that lengthen your hips away from your ribs, and that midsection that is just tissue, just abdominal girdle that wraps around between the ribs and the hips is really becoming strong. Especially this time, we're paying full attention, opportunity to pay attention to the entire left side of your waist. Deep breath. And how far, how tall is completely up to you. Last two breaths. Can you exhale? Squeeze. Very nice. Are your feet balanced and supported? Very good. Is your right heel pressing deeper to the floor? And when and if your body's ready, can I find an exhalation that empty? You can feel those muscles and you can investigate how much it feels to connect to those, and then slowly walk your left hand down so you're pushing away from the wall, and your body exhales slowly into standing position. We're going to turn one more time into the wall, facing directly to the wall, and letting the feet to slowly be parallel. We're going to be about arm distance, and we're going to adjust as we move down because the distance will change. We're going to raise the hands into the wall one more time, fingertips, and we're going to start walking the torso parallel one more time with your arms, as you know, as wide as need to be comfortable for the shoulder blades, not forcing anything, stretching the underarms, opening the chest muscles. This time we're going to hold the right foot on the ground, and the left leg is going to step back, and then the right arm opens a little bit wider, and maybe the left arm needs to open a little bit wider so I can move gently parallel towards the ground. Very nice. Do not rotate through your shoulders. Very good. Do not rotate through your hips and push back. Deep breath. Can you reach a little bit longer and deeper? Press against my finger. If I were to place my finger in your heel, very good. Are you too close? Are you too far from the wall? Can you really engage your hips? Allow your body to exhale. Very good. Very good. I'm going to just touch you on the sides of your hips. Is that okay, Ben? And then just feel the rotation just gently. Now your shoulders need to adjust. Now your left hand comes a little bit lower, and your right hand comes a little bit wider. Excellent. Now your back is really lengthened. Two more times. Press against a finger on the heel. Let your belly, let your hips engage. Strengthen that hip muscle. One more time. Breathe, breathe, breathe in. When your body exhales, squeeze, squeeze gently into those muscles. Inhale to slowly release. Release that leg. Very nice. Press your hands off the wall. Slowly come up into upright position. So what does it feel like for your body in this position? Can you slowly settle? Can you allow the right and left hand to come on the lower back, hand over hand, with the back of the hands in the area? Elbows move. Again, if I were to move them to your body, what does it stretch? Where does it feel like? I squeeze my, activate my calf. Need to stretch the abdomen. Some of us do not need to. And let your body, your throat opens, and you can feel that your elbows move and shift towards each other. Two more times. Breath in. And just, is that okay to touch you from your elbows? Breath in. Very nice. And find your extension. Feel how that connects to your hips. Beautiful. And your last two breaths. Find your body to bend your elbows a little bit deeper and let your chest move a little bit lower. Do not tense your neck. One more time. Drop your shoulder blades. In your final breath in, exhale all the way through. Slowly come back. Inhale and slowly soften your spine. Beautiful. Let your body exhale and move your hands one more time into the wall in front of you. Palms, the hands are even. You know what to do. You know your torso to slowly come gently forward. Allow your left foot onto the floor and allow your right leg to slowly extend back. And again, do not rotate your hips. And then check once your right leg is extended as far as your body needs, so that your hands are about as low as you're going to allow them to be, and your knee is never locked, and you find your shoulders balanced. You're opening your arms wide enough, especially your left arm, and your hip is not rotating. Deep breath. Very good. Engage, engage. Excellent. Feel your extension. Find your hips. Find your belly. Deep, deep breath. Exhale through that position, fully engaged. Very nice. Feel your body very strong. Very good. Engage. This is probably the stronger leg. Find your extension to release. Feel your left arm moving a little bit wider. Beautiful. A little bit longer. Your right arm a little bit lower. Beautiful. That's it. And stretch and lengthen. Balance both sides. Breathe, breathe in. Hold gently into this position. Very nice. Now you find full activity of your midsection when your last two breaths. Engage and support. Feel that your calf, your bottom leg is really supporting the position. Beautiful. Find your long extension when your body's ready. Exhale and then release slowly your right leg. Very gently find the ground. Move your hands a little bit higher up the wall. Walk your feet closer to the wall. Turn 180 degrees slowly away from the wall. Back rests against the wall. Heels from the wall, so your lower back, your shoulders are on the wall, and your legs moving a little bit farther apart. And we breathe until the heels of your feet are strong and your toes are slightly wider than your heels, and your knees start bending and your back really flattens, and we squat lightly. So your thighs and toes always aligned, and you're not going to lower your body yet, not lower than your knees. Stay right there at knee height. And lighten your toes. So your toes are really opening the soles of your feet, and your inner thighs and your back and your neck is really flattened. Your shoulder blades touch the wall. So imagine I'm going to come in front of you and press you into the wall from the bottom of your ribs, from the shoulders, from the arms and the elbows and triceps. Touch the wall, deep breath, and then really flatten your spine. Can you strengthen your leg muscles? Can you soften your face and smile a little bit like you're really enjoying this? Very nice. Let the heels, let your thighs, use your glutes. One more time, deep breath, tuck in the chin. And when your body is ready, take a full inhalation. Your hands may touch the wall if you need to, and you're slowly sliding down, even farther down. Gently touch the floor, or further down, I should say, or farther down, that's right. Find your hips slowly touch the baseboard, and your knees are as wide as needed, and your heels may choose to come a little bit closer towards the body if you need to. So you're really opening those hips, you're really opening the back, you're really lengthening the spine. So you're now allowing those muscles of the entire structure of your hips, right, to be strong, to be shifting. And how when the hips move towards each other, when they move against the sacrum, so and they open forward, they support the lower back, and the support of the lower back from the sacrum and the lumbar spine then starts lengthening the spine, and the shoulder blades become broad, and the head slowly lengthens, and your jaw draws in, and you feel the back really long, and your hips and womb and abdomen really become just perfectly fit, and your hands gently touch the knees, the legs, rest your arms on the kneecaps. It doesn't matter. Find your position that supports, or maybe even on the ground if that's okay with your shoulders. And the head draws in the jaw, so the spine lengthens to the back, and you feel your belly, and you feel your spine. One more time, balance. Again, trying to avoid that scoliosis, that S-like feel of the spine, to be more aligned, to be more upright. And your body exhales. One more time, your knees are not way too wide. They're still creating pressure, even pressure through the soles of your feet into the floor. When your body's ready, take a deep, deep breath in. And then exhale. And then soften your head, soften your shoulders, soften the entire torso, lean forward, bring your hands in between your legs, maybe towards the space between your thighs, towards the ground if possible, and let your neck completely separate from the wall and look slowly towards your fingers, towards your wrists, towards your elbows, towards your belly, and let your body round and feel that your hands are gently reaching as far into the space between your legs as possible, and your legs press against the outside of your arms so you can feel the rotation forward. And your jaw Draws in to create lengthening of that spine of the shoulder blades, separating your shoulder blades a little bit from each other so you have room in that cervical spine to really be extended. Two more times. Press the base of your hips, lumbar spine. Last long deep breath in. Exhale all the way through. Kindly let your fingers walk closer towards your body, your arms, your shoulders to slowly raise a little bit longer your torso. Your back remains flat into the wall. Your spine softly aligns and your feet and toes start walking towards each other. So the soles of your feet face each other. Hips remain as flat into the wall as needed, and your heels come as close towards your groin as your body can or is needing to do without forcing your ankles, without in particular forcing your knees. So do not force the twist of your knees, and your back one more time lengthens, and you can feel your body one more time, creating a little bit of pressure in between the heels. So the heels are pressing each other, and your toes may be separated from each other, and the arms hold your legs, hold the ground, touch the baseboard, or raise towards the sky without arching your back off the wall. And feel that your hands face away from the wall while your fingernails touch the wall. And so, what does it feel like to hold upright your torso, even in this position? Hold your torso without overarching it forward, without bringing the ribs away from the wall, but bringing them into the wall. And so your back opens and your spine lengthens and your jaw draws. Again, feed your body. What are we doing? Are we breathing into it? Are we really focusing into the heels, into the legs? Two more times. Deep breath. When and if your body, can you feel that you're reconstructing, that you're rebuilding every one of the supports of the vertebrae column, and that your arms come around and exhale slowly, arms and shoulders and head and neck, and let your body one more time. Separate your feet, walking them gently forward, extend them gently in front of your yoga mat with your legs wide enough, as wide as you need to or you feel comfortable with, and let your hips stay steady into the baseboard, and hands slowly walk gently forward and feel that you're not rotating your kneecaps, you're not rotating your ankles independently. If you're moving your legs, you're moving the entire root of your leg with it, but not just the toes, not just the foot, not just the knees. And your hands move slowly forward. So just dangle your head forward. Just move the torso forward. Just extend the torso gently towards the ground. Doesn't mean that you have to touch, doesn't mean that you have to overextend anything. Allow your body to just open those hips, hip muscles, inner thigh muscles, all those muscles that we worked with, and find your neck never forced, your shoulders never forced. That you're breathing every time that you're breathing out, you move internally a little bit deeper into the ground. Every time you inhale, you lengthen through the crown and you move a little bit deeper towards the floor. When your body's ready to inhale, you can feel the spine and then feel the rotation of your hips one last time. Take a deep, deep breath, making those, again, birthing muscles to really be active. And then walk your hands. You're ready to come back very, very gently towards the center. And your legs stay where they need to stay, or if you feel more comfortable flexing them, by all means, slowly rest your back into the wall, rest your head into the wall without moving the head away from the wall. Make sure your back and hips are aligned, that you find the right and left shoulder, that you're paying attention. You know exactly where your muscles and your alignment is, right? It's creating lines with your body. Can you allow your head to look over the right shoulder? Slowly exhale without separating, without moving it off the wall. Just look out. It doesn't matter how far. And we want to avoid muscling the head to the side. Just simply let it roll and see what happens when you look out. Breath in, exhale one more time. So, what are we noticing? What are we letting go, even as we stay with the head in this position? What parts of the body? And then come back when you're ready to inhale back to center. And then look out towards the opposite shoulder very, very gently. So, how's it different on this side? What are we really breathing into? What is it our body is telling us? Our body is really telling us about the neck or the shoulders or the abdomen or the ribs or the lumbar spine. Can I breathe out to really let go as my breath has wrapped around that space and lets all that pressure out, coming back. Inhale when you're ready. Head returns back to center. Exhale all the way through. Stay for a second into this position, letting kindly one more time and last movement for your back and shoulders, for your arms to come outside your shoulders, elbows bend 90 degrees. So your forearms slowly are perpendicular to the wall and your elbows open wide and your back is as flat as needed. And your fingernails are into the wall behind you, and see what happens with your rib cage. Is your abdomen gently pulling out? Is your lower back pushing away from the wall? Or is there a way that you can feel your connection between your hips, inner thighs, that you can feel your entire lower back, shoulder blades, neck, arms, lengthening the spine and really reshaping your body? And it's not just physically, right? But how do we reshape our body in this way? Do you feel that you're realigning things? What are we thinking about when we do that, when your last two breaths? Really, every breath is about extension and opening, and every exhalation is about grounding, feeling the points of strength. One more time, breathing in and then release. Release when your arms and shoulders and fingers and head and spine is ready, and let your hands come towards the ground, towards your legs, towards your hips. Slowly release kindly. Bring your legs to undo from this position if comfortable or needed, and flex them in so they're can be in extended position in front of your body. Maintain them wide in Palakonasana position, or simply cross them in easy cross leg position or full Padmasana pose if your body needs to. And then sit on your tailbone. Deep breath in, taking the time to allow your right and left hand come slowly towards the front of your chest, and align your hands right into your chakra so you can, and your heart chakra, so you can feel your forms perpendicular towards your hands, your elbows engage and your shoulders and spine engage, and see what it feels like to sit perfectly upright in this position. What is your neck? What is your shoulders? What are your legs doing in this position? And so, can we physically take a second to align and staying for a few seconds in just silence? And doesn't mean to silence the mind, is to focus the mind in one thought. Can you visualize? Can you think of a word, of a person, of an event in your life, of a personality in your life that brings you the most aligned to your personal values, that brings the highest self out of you? And invite all your emotions, all your feelings dedicated to that, to be expressed. And breathe into it for just a second. Maybe
Oh, oh.
let the exhalation, I think somebody in our Zoom that is sneezing really hard. Let your body exhale and release your hands and allow the body to slowly settle, kindly to invite intention for the next few days of peacefulness and harmony. That we invite our true selves to come through and to remind ourselves constantly of the path of selfless, divine love.